you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about why narcissists hate being home alone, okay? And they hate being home, period. Narcissists always want to be where the action is. Narcissists love the streets. Why do they love the streets? Because there's plenty of drinking, drugging, prostitution, and a lot of action, okay? Narcissists like to be where the action is. Narcissists need that dopamine rush all the time. They need to feel that excitement. They need to feel alive. And why is that? Because deep down, a narcissist feels, they feel dead inside. They feel empty inside. They are depressed and anxious people. This is what the narcissist is. They're a very depressed person, whether you realize it or not. They can go around, they could post on social media how great their life is. You know, when they're out, they take pictures to try to portray that they're living this grandiose life. But deep down, they are a very unhappy, lonely, empty person. So the narcissist hates being in the house, okay? They absolutely hate being in the house. But what a lot of them do, especially the ones you meet on the dating app, they always want to portray they're like a home buddy. They don't like going out. Oh, I never go out. I just like to Netflix and chill. I like to hang out. I just play my game. I don't do much. They're going to play Little Mr. or Little Mrs. Innocence, okay? This is what the narcissist does. They're going to portray the opposite of who they truly are. Somebody who's always got to be out, getting their ego fed. Now, why do narcissists hate being home alone? Because they're not getting the attention, okay? When narcissists are home, the first thing they're going to do is go on their social media or call up, maybe their exes, try to hoover their ex, or they're going to do something to stimulate themselves and get that supply. The supply that they're looking for initially is attention. Narcissists want attention. That's why a lot of these narcissists will waste your time. They'll call you when they're bored. And you say to yourself, well, they're calling me. They must like me, right? I mean, they're calling me from their job. They're calling me when they're home alone. But they're not calling you on a Saturday night, right? That's because they call people to, entertain them and give them a source of supply. See, people don't realize that supply is more than just sex, money, a place to live. A narcissist could use you for a lot of different things. They could use you just to have somebody to talk to at their job, to make the clock go faster. I knew a narcissist. He was a truck driver, and he used to love to call me all the time when he was going over the road, driving and everything like that, where he was bored. And he's like, oh, I love to talk to you. It makes my time go faster. He was wasting my time, you guys. This is what they do. They call up the different supply to fill in that void, when they don't know what to do with themselves. And they do that to the backup supply. The backup supply, a lot of times, is the ones that they're going to call when they're home alone or they're bored, all right? The grade A supply is the one that they're going to go out and see. That'll be somebody on a Saturday night. So what they'll do is they'll waste your time all week long calling you from work or calling you from home when they have nothing else going on because, you're entertaining the narcissist when you get on the phone with them. Whether you realize it or not, you are entertaining the narcissist. You are feeding the narcissist because you're giving them your time and you're giving them your attention. And that makes the narcissist feel good. See, the one thing that all narcissists hate is boredom. They hate boredom. This is another reason why they can't be in a monogamous relationship, because it's boring. It's the same person day in and day out. They get bored with you. And there is absolutely nothing you can do about that because you're a human being, right? We can't always put on the clown suit and be the cruise director on the cruise and make everything exciting for the narcissist. But narcissists will actually blame you for not making their life exciting or not making them happy. And this is why a lot of them feel justified in going outside the relationship and inboxing other people. They will inbox other supply And why do they like it? Because it's somebody new to interact with. It stimulates them. It makes them feel exciting. And also when they deal with new supply, you know, they're looked at by the new people as somebody great, because the new supply doesn't know how toxic the narcissist is, because they don't really know the narcissist. So the narcissist loves the admiration they get from new people, because these new people haven't seen the ugliness, the darkness, the wickedness of the narcissist. But narcissists absolutely positively hate being home alone. And like, let's say you're living with a narcissist and you leave the house. Well, the narcissist is going to do all these kind of things to fill in that loneliness. They may drink, they may drug, get high, they may do pornography. They're going to do something to just stimulate them. They can't just watch TV or read a book or, just relax and sleep. They always have to have something going on. This is why they run their bodies to the ground, because a narcissist never stops. So when you leave the house, that narcissist is going to be on the phone with other people, chatting away. It could be their toxic family. It could be their toxic friends. They're flying monkeys, or they could just be on social media trolling and looking for new supply and sending inboxes. Hello, beautiful. Oh, you look great in that sexy bikini on Instagram. Okay. This is what narcissists love. They need to get a rush. They need to get that attention. Or what they could do is they could sneak out and go somewhere and hang out somewhere. They could hang out at a coffee shop. They could hang out at the gym. They've got to get that attention, all right? Sitting in the house, they're getting zero attention. And when they don't get the attention, what happens is first it starts out with boredom, right? The narcissist gets bored. Then when the narcissist gets bored, instead of being a normal, regulated individual that understands that not every time in life is going to be exciting, a narcissist doesn't want to deal with that. Instead of that, so when they get bored, then depression is going to set into the narcissist. The narcissist is going to start to get depressed because they're going to think about their life. They're going to think about their circumstances. And of course, they're unhappy and unsatisfied. So that's going to cause them to go into a depression. And what does that do, you guys? That makes them anxious. And when they get that anxiety, they feel the need that they got to get that supply. So that's why they've got to reach out to all these other people and try to do something that's going to lift them up. It could even be, even them fighting with somebody is supply to a narcissist. They could be reaching out to an ex and fighting with them because they have nothing going on, or they're bored or something like that. And they may just start in or pick on an ex, or go on an ex's social media and start writing nasty comments because it makes them feel good. So they're going to be looking for things that make them feel good because they can't deal with the boredom. And then when boredom sets in, then self-reflection sets in, and they don't want to self-reflect. They don't want to think about where they are in life. Maybe things aren't working out for them. They may not want to think that they're in a relationship and they don't have anybody else. That depresses them. They always want to feel some kind of excitement, some kind of rush. They need that dopamine fix. Narcissists are dopamine addicts. They love the dopamine. They are thrill seekers. They are constant thrill seekers. This is why when they go out, they've got to get tons of attention. That's why some of them may go out and dress very provocatively. It's not always because they're trying to attract supply when they're with you. It's just for the attention that they get. They love the attention. It makes them feel good. When people get a lot of attention, it makes them feel good. So narcissists, they're going to portray to you the exact opposite, like, oh, I'm a homebody. I never go out. I'm just chilling here at home. Or they'll say on a Saturday night, yeah, I'm tired from the work week. I'm just going to rest. I'm probably going to go to bed at like 8:00 on a Saturday night. This is what they do. They gaslight you, make you think that they're resting all weekend. And meanwhile, if they do have to stay home, they're going to invite another supply to the house. This is what they're going to do. Narcissists don't want to be alone. So if it's like a Saturday night or a weekend night, it could even be during the week. there might be somebody there. There's a lot of times that people call the narcissist and they're saying, I'm just chilling at home, and they actually have somebody there. There's somebody who even may know about you. They may know about you, but they don't care. All right? Because they're having a little thing going on with the narcissist. So they're narcissistic as well because they don't care. They have no empathy for you. They may be having a situationship with the narcissist. So the bottom line is this, you guys. If a narcissist is home, there's two things that most definitely they'll be doing at home. They're either going to be on social media, or they'll be doing one of their addictions, drinking, drugging, going on porn sites or something like that. Or, the other thing that they could do is they could have somebody over, or they're going to tell you they're home and they're really out. Okay? This is what they'll do. And then when they go out, they'll just gaslight you and tell you, when you try calling them later that day, they'll tell you, oh, my phone battery died, or I had my phone downstairs. Oh, the battery died, or the ringer was off. I didn't even hear it ringing. I was asleep on the couch. This is how they play game on you, okay? This is how they play game, because a narcissist is never home just relaxing. And if they do relax, it's for a very short period, because they've always got to be into something or be around somebody. Narcissists, they're very fragile individuals. They have low self-esteem. So they always want to feel like there's people around them. They always want to be with people. That's why a lot of times, too, they'll say to you something like, oh, I'm just going to relax at home or something like that. And then they go out and they go to some place. Maybe they go to the bar. Maybe they go to a friend's house. They're hanging out, but they don't tell you that because they don't want you to know about these things. And it's because they don't want to be alone. They don't want to be alone, and they want to, they want to be where the action is. They can't deregulate and deal with being on their own, thinking about their life, self-reflecting, not getting that rush of supply. They can't do that. So trust and believe, if a narcissist is telling you they're staying home, they're doing something, okay? They're not just relaxing on the couch, reading a book or just watching TV. They may be watching TV and inboxing at the same time. They're always into something, okay? So that's how a narcissist is, you guys. They hate being home. They hate being alone. This is another reason, too, why they jump from one relationship right into another relationship, because they don't ever want to be alone and feel abandoned. Being alone in the home is like death to a narcissist. They hate it. So if they don't have somebody with them physically, they're going to be with them, electronically on their smartphones or their computers, chatting away, video chatting, being on the phone. And they have to always feel like there's people around them to validate them, make them feel like they're important, and narcissists will shame you. A lot of times narcissists will call you boring. They love to do this. They love to say, oh, you're so boring. You're so boring. If you're a person that likes to sit home, or you like to watch TV, or, you don't need to be around other people, automatically the narcissist is going to say, you're boring, right? Because they're talking about themselves. They're actually the boring ones, because you can't enjoy time alone with a narcissist because their head is never focused in on, enjoying your time with you. Their head is focusing in on, oh, I got to text that other supply. Let me run into the bathroom. Let me run to the car and text them, or run down the basement, or run to the store. Okay? They don't want to just enjoy who they're with. So when narcissists are juggling a lot of different supplies, they might be at one supply's house and then be texting another supply from the bathroom. This is what they'll do. They can't just enjoy the one supply they're with. They've always got to be one step ahead and texting and the other supply and being like, don't worry, I'm at work right now. They're going to lie, say, I'm at work right now, or I'm at my mother's house. And then what they'll do is They'll spend time with one supply, and then they'll make an excuse like, listen, I got to go. I got to go home. I got to go to bed. I got to be up work tomorrow. And then they go to another supply's house. And this is what they do, okay? So they love to juggle. They love to juggle the supply. They're not focused. They don't want to be in the house. And another thing, too, that narcissists love to do, they don't generally like having supply to their house, although some do, okay? But they like going to their supply's house. And the reason for that is they don't want to get caught. They don't want to get caught. So they don't want any supply to knock on their door and they have somebody there. So if you notice, a lot of narcissists will say, I'll come by your house. I'll come by your house. They always want to go by their supply's house because they won't get caught over there like they will in their own home. I mean, if they're desperate to have somebody over, they might do it. They might sneak somebody in or something. But generally, they like to go out, get out of their house, and they also like to go to supplies houses because it's like a bed and breakfast. It's a little vacation. Maybe they have supplies in other cities. They love to go, I want to come see you, baby. I really love you, baby. They leave, they go to they go to another city. They get the benefits of another city, seeing another city, hanging out in your house, all this kind of stuff. But they're not coming there for you. They're coming there just to get out of their own home because they don't want to be in their house. It's boring to them. They rather come and hang out at your house and maybe have you cook for them or something like that, or entertain them. They're in a new environment. Narcissists love to be in new environments, new people, new settings. This is why a lot of them too, they love to travel, all right? They love to travel because it's new supply, because they've, used up all the supply in their city. Now they're going to branch off and look for supply in another city. See, because the narcissist always thinks the grass is greener somewhere else. They can never just deal with, mundane life. Go to work, come back, relax, have dinner, watch TV, interact with your partner. No, that's boring to the narcissist. They don't want that. And they certainly would hate it if they're stuck home alone in the house. So where there's a narcissist alone in a house, there is a narcissist talking and texting somebody else or having another supply snuck in, okay? Or they're sneaking out and going somewhere for an hour or two to see somebody, telling you they're home, and then they tell you they're sleeping, and then they come back home, okay? This is how, crooked the narcissist is. They also love deception. They love deceiving you. So they love to pretend that they're a homebody, and meanwhile, they get a little chuckle, knowing that they're doing all these things behind your back. Narcissists love to do things behind your back. They love to play you for a jerk, all right? This is what narcissists love. They love to play you for a jerk, thinking that they're innocent, they're celibate, they haven't had sex in 3 years. This is all running game on you. This is all bullshit. Again, remember what I told you. They portray the opposite of who they are. So, that couldn't be farther from the truth. But they hate being home alone because they're not getting the supply. And that emptiness inside them will grow, and it will cause them to get into that depression and, put them in an even darker place. They're already in a dark place. They're already filled with darkness. They already are very, deep down, they're very negative people, but they'll call you negative. This is what they love to do. They're very negative. They're very unhappy. And to be home alone and to just sit there and look at everything, they can't enjoy time alone, all right? They can't enjoy time alone. So that's why they've always got to be out and about and where the action is. And if they can't be where the action is, they're going to bring the action to them. And that's what they do. So I hope that helps you. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast. If you're looking for confidential one-on-one phone coaching, check out the link in the bio at askyaz.wixsite.com/thegameexposed. If you're confused, you don't know if you're dealing with a narcissist or what kind of narcissist or how to handle them, check out that link in the bio. Also, you guys, I have a new Facebook page called Narcissism Info by Yaz at facebook.com/thegameexp777. Instagram is thegameexp123. And TikTok is The Game Exposed. And lastly, YouTube with 6,000 videos is The Game Exposed podcast. All right. Have a great day.